I don't have friends. I have family. My family next to me.
Riley to my left.
Oh, Bran.
Got caught off guard.
Well, yeah, because I'm like, I got a burp. Well, I got to say my name, too.
The Fate of the Furious / Fast and the Furious 8 from
2017
is the movie that we watched for this week's episode of Nicolas Cage Loose Cannon. We already said who we were. Christopher. What is the synopsis of this movie?
Yes. When a mysterious woman seduces Dominic Toretto into the world of terrorism and a betrayal of those closest to him, the crew face trials that will test them as never before.
Bran, do you recommend?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so. I'm almost wanting to be convinced, I say. Because there are...
I say.
Well, because there are a lot of things I liked about it, but there's a lot of I didn't like about it.
Brian, do you recommend Fate of the Furious?
I think I do.
Okay. I am conflicted. Basically, I like everything about this movie except for one thing, and that's gonna be our starting point for today. In this movie, I can't stand Charlize Theron.
Ooh.
And I am willing to admit it might be just her hair in this.
That's a big part of it.
I'm there with
And
you.
I like her in other things.
Right.
It just in this, I just like, oh.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's... Yeah, because she's very hateable. So, I mean, I guess that's good. Because you're supposed to hate her.
Yeah. But it's like, so one thing that drove me nuts is that half of her lines she whispers.
Yes.
For no reason.
Yes.
It's not like there's like volume sensing robots or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of why you.
No, that'd be great.
Yeah. So I just, yeah.
She has a stupid name. Cypher. Everyone else has a name. You know, Dom. Dom.
Taj.
No, wait. What are the characters Fast and Furious, Brian Brennan?
Ludacris. Tyrese. Michelle Rodriguez. Exactly.
Like I said, like Charlize, I like everything about this movie except her.
Yes.
I want to say that this did not seem like other Fast and the Furious movies.
Yeah. Which is this? Has it always been the same director or?
The director has always changed, but it's been the same writer since the fifth one, I think.
Oh, okay.
The flow seemed odd in this
yeah.
one. It didn't like flow naturally. It seemed they were multiple stopping and starting points. And
It is directed by F. Gary Gray.
Yeah.
Who I think
yeah,
also
yeah.
did the Italian Job remake.
Oh, look at that. Actually, speaking of, I have to, speaking of Italian, at hour 38. So they're trying to get the missiles from stopping to launch, and Tyrese is like, he's like, I think this says it, and he's trying to read Russian.
The Russian, yeah.
Do you understand that?
That fucking killed me,
That
dude.
was-
I was like,
So you guys have been saying it for the past few movies, and I totally agree with this one, but Tyrese is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
He is. However, I think in this one, this is probably like the least funny that he's been.
Yes, I feel they were trying to overcompensate in this one. Like again, it's the flow. It just didn't. I feel Paul Walker not being in it. They didn't have that character to take his place,
Right.
And he almost was like.
Well, speaking of being replaced,
Yeah.
I feel like they were very lightly kind of do that with Scott Eastwood.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the nerd guy?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I hated him in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then they fixed his character
Yeah.
towards the end.
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
agreed.
Yeah, I think they could have utilized him a lot better.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be used a lot more in the beginning, the way that The Rock treated him. I thought there was going to be more of that. And I was fine with it because that to me would have been almost the way Dom brought Paul Walker into the group. Just to kind of calling him Buster.
Yeah.
You know, not trusting him a bit. The Rock was the same way, kind of like giving him the business a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was only that one scene. Would have been a little bit more giving him the business instead of just him being like, by the book to not by the book.
Right.
It's like, it's all like, okay.
At 28 minutes, when The Rock holds him sideways.
Yeah.
I'm like,
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they're surrounded by like security
Yes.
guards and
Right.
police officers, and no one's doing it.
Right.
It's like
Yeah. What did you guys think of that race in the beginning in Cuba?
ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought that was. I'm just like, okay,
So ridiculous.
are we gonna see this guy again? And of course, it's like, which is like, hey, guy from Cuba that I met once, would you come do this thing for me? He's like, okay, because you gave me my car back. Awesome.
when they're driving the Cuban mile with Cuban Nas,
Yes.
and get a Cuban sandwich.
Yes. Oh.
I wish, but
When Dom goes grocery shopping in Cuba, he has a baguette, so
Yes.
he might be making Cuban sandwiches.
Yeah. There you go.
at the race when I think it's the flag girl, she's like, "This is Havana."
yeah.
Why would you say that?
It's like, yeah.
Clearly, yes, that's where we are. Like, this is where you live.
Yeah. Good
So
job.
dumb. And then right after that, and I kind of saw it coming a mile away. It just shows just like The Rock's just head, and he's giving this big speech. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's
Yep.
gonna be something, not, where like a bunch of recruits. It's his, daughter's soccer team.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I am fucking over the haka.
Yes.
It's
Oh, yeah.
Did they do that in another Fast and Furious movie? Or was it just in another Rock movie?
Probably just another rock movie. It wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing. So I remember seeing a haka on one of the Lamb of God DVDs, like in 2008. It's
Yeah.
from the Walk With
Yeah.
Me in Hell DVD. But yeah, so like these fans are like, oh, we want to show you this like ceremonial dance. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. And then just over the years, you see it more and more. And I don't know if I kind of partially blame The Rock and Jason
Yeah.
Momoa.
Yep. Agreed.
It's just like,
Well, it's because it's the Pacific Islander thing.
and like don't the All Blacks do it too? Or
I was gonna say the All Blacks, the rugby team. Like that's where I
Did they
saw
always
from.
do it, though?
Before the matches. I'm pretty sure every match they do the haka beforehand.
But that's the thing, though.
that's the cultural like that
Yeah.
because they're New Zealand thing. Like that's like part of their history.
Exactly. So when it's when it's part of the culture, the history, I totally get it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a little girl soccer team,
Right.
and there's like white girls with blonde hair,
Right.
like doing a haka. It's
Right.
like
Yeah.
no. Like
Yeah, and then I think like Jason Momoa like did it like on the red carpet. I'm like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's just like that's almost like
there's a time and a place.
Right? Yeah,
Yes,
it's almost
exactly.
like happy birthday,
Right,
like
yeah.
in a restaurant.
Yes.
Like, it's dude, like I don't want attention right now. Just
Right.
like, fucking
Oh,
leave me alone.
God. I wish there was more Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, I like him.
I like him. I like the character he plays. I don't feel. I feel like he was only in this to pop up to be like, oh, and this thing now is a thing. Like it was just he wasn't just a part of the story,
Right.
And so that kind of got me.
Whoever, I assume it's a different guy every time, but whoever Jason Statham does for his fight coordinating is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
I like Jason Statham.
Me too.
Yeah.
And all like any fight that he does
Yeah.
is super entertaining.
One of the I don't know if it's the best scene, but one part I loved in this movie is when he's carrying the baby
Yes.
and attacking all the
Yes.
guys.
That was
100%.
So, and that was, of course, it was a little bit out there. Like it's not gonna really happen, but
Right.
the way they did it made it believable.
Yeah.
Like that could that really happen? I don't think it can, but could it really?
I don't know if I'd use the word believable, but yes, they did
How
it
about,
well.
how about plausible? Probable? Maybe. It
was
would
good.
happen.
It was
It would
entertaining.
happen. I could probably do it.
Because at like an hour 55, like there's just that one scene where like the baby's like in like towards the front, and in the background you see Jason Statham just
Yes.
bashing.
Yeah,
that
that
guy's
was-
head.
I like
it's
that.
playing the Chipmunks Christmas
Yes,
song.
I like
time.
that. The prison fight I liked.
Yes.
The break.
Yes.
I like that.
Oh yeah. The prison riot.
Well, and then before all that, The Rock.
The back
he's-
and forth?
Well, yeah, because he's like having this back and forth with
Yeah.
Jason Statham. But he's just like punching this concrete wall. Oh,
Yes.
and his sleeves disappear too in the process.
Yes. I noticed he tore off his sleeves of his prison jumpsuit.
and then
If
he-
I looked like The Rock, I would never have sleeves. So I would
Well, you need to start doing curls with the concrete bench that
and
are,
some HGH.
And what? Well, yeah.
I seem very disappointed.
I don't know where to go with that. I did have a nice little chuckle. So, they first get out, like, they all bust out of their cells,
Yes.
during the prison fight.
well,
how it happens.
yeah.
Oh,
It's Jason Statham. he like takes a guard's taser and like zaps like the electric track on his cell, but because of some horrendous wiring, that opens up all of the jail cells.
But there's that one white guy who The Rock must have like putting away in jail. He's like, I've been waiting for this for a long time, and then The Rock instantly stabs him.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
But a little bit later, 36 minutes. So Jason Statham, he's getting away, and The Rock does this fucking slide.
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
Dude, it's the worst part in this movie. Dude, it's fucking terrible.
Well,
He's just
he's a massive dude. He's not going to slide.
But like, what's he like? How can he slide like
he
that?
He probably greased himself up.
Baby oil.
Yeah.
In this movie, we find out that, well, not only what's her face is Elena.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's been captured.
Yes.
You know, and she's on Cypher's crazy plane.
Yeah.
But also, we find out that Dom has a son.
Yes.
Whoa. Hey.
I wasn't expecting that. All right.
Now, when they were doing the reveal for the baby, I was praying that the baby was going to have a sleeveless shirt.
That would
And
be
it
good.
didn't.
That would have been
Right.
That would have been great. Yeah.
Family.
Yes.
I mean, it says dad. Close enough.
No, family.
I was like, okay, family, I get it. So you've known the baby for 10 minutes, dude. You know, you're gonna get rid of the entire family you've known for so long and like kill people with, and like give all that up for a baby.
Well, yeah, because I mean, Charlize Theron was gonna kill the kid.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a millionaire.
At one point, was gonna kill Elena and the kid.
Wait,
right?
Did they ever explain what was on the phone?
No, it was probably just the kid.
Yeah,
no, he didn't know.
No,
until just then.
I would assume a photo of Elena or video or something.
Oh, okay.
That was my guess, but no, they didn't explain what it was.
Yeah.
See, to me, that just is like Elena and a baby, but then like he has this whole other family. It's like he's gonna like get rid of even Letty. Like it just seemed like I don't know. Like kids are gross, so I don't get it. I guess.
Has Vin Diesel ever cried on film before?
I don't know if he's done in a Fast and Furious movie.
Because when he cries in this movie, it looks like literally they just did 2 droplets, like right here.
They're
and
very
here.
like symmetrical eye drops.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I would have preferred like bawling. Like just like
Just ugly
snot.
cry.
Yeah, it's just like because you know it would have been great. You know it would have been amazing. Yes.
My family. I want my family.
Oh my god. So definitely a time that I didn't like Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Charlize.
Charles.
Hey, Charlize Theron.
Hey there, Charles.
When she's having Vin do some sort of like mission, and he's like,
My engine's misfiring.
Oh yeah.
So like, you know, he's got the hood up, and then obviously like some sort of shenanigans are going on.
Yeah.
How many times, hour 2, how many times Charlize Theron says, no, I don't like this.
Right.
This
Yeah.
isn't good.
I'm not liking this. Something's not right. I don't like this. Something's not right here.
It's like
Nope,
they
I
made
don't
her-
like this.
She talks to herself so much in
Yes,
this movie,
yeah.
and that's another thing that bugged me so much.
Yeah, she was out of all the movies so far. She's been the worst bad person, the bad guy.
I might.
Who else? I can't. I mean, there might have been.
I
Even
think like 4 or 5.
even in Tokyo Drift, that guy like those were worse.
That was a good bad guy. Yeah.
Exactly. Like this one, she just didn't. And she was the top bad guy.
The bad guy from like the Tunnels movie. I think that's 4. That one's kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tokyo Drift had a good bad guy.
Yeah. She was lousy in this.
Jason Statham's the best one though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Talk about Charlize Theron. Oh, and also around that scene. Yeah, 'cause actually, it is that scene. She's like, "Oh, I want every camera in a 2-mile radius," and her nerdling her henchman's like, "Oh, that's over 2,000. Hack them all." Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Over 1,000 of them.
Hack them all.
Wouldn't you just assume she's gonna want that? Like, just hack them all. Just do it already.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
be an
it's-
overachiever.
The one guy, yeah, he does it in seconds after she says it. So clearly, it's not that
It's like, I
hard.
need some direction here. I need some direction.
What do you guys think about the fact that Jason Statham in the last movie is a villain, and now in this movie joins the team?
I don't mind it.
Okay.
I thought they did a great job with it. Just because it didn't just be like, oh, I guess he's on the team now. It was like, no, we don't like you, blah, blah. And like slowly they built chemistry together. And then at the end, even like, remember the part where The Rock and they were talking?
Right,
And he's
they're
like,
trading
I'm
insults.
going to
Yeah.
punch you, whatever. And then they
Yeah.
kind of just smile and laugh at each other. Like,
Yeah.
that was like, okay, cool. It was, they did a good job. I was
Yes.
very happy. What did you guys think of the part where they hacked all the cars?
It did nothing for me.
The only part I liked was when they were all driving,
Raining.
raining,
Yeah.
and then they were all this pile. That's it.
So, a few thoughts. One, I found it so pretty obvious in the past few Fast and Furious movies, it's sponsored by Dodge. Because in the first few Fast and Furious movies, Dom always has that 60s whatever Charger.
Right.
But then in the more recent movies, he always has whatever the newest Charger is.
Right.
Like it's whatever, like the
Right.
2017, the 2018, whatever. He just has the newest Dodge Challenger Charger, whatever. So again, clearly Dodge, I'm sure, is giving them money, cars, whatever.
Right.
In the scene where all the cars are getting hacked, they're all Dodge vehicles. So it's like, if you're sponsoring this movie, why would you have your like cars seem so susceptible to being hacked?
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of an odd choice. Like, if Dodge is like sponsoring the movie, you'd think they would want like Fords to get hacked or something. Like,
Right.
And they all had the like driverless.
yeah.
Cars,
So,
like, they
and
were
that's
all-
the thing. So, I mean, this is a while back, but some like security researchers did prove that you can hack cars. I mean, granted, it's like you literally need to have like access to the car first,
okay.
and then you can control it remotely. But like you can, like what they did in this movie, you can do that in real life. So it's like there is some reality to it, and the visual's cool of the cars. Right.
Right. Yeah, that part.
So-
What did you think of? Excuse me. Finding out, oh man, that Charlize was the mega boss behind.
the other villains.
Other villains.
It kind of
yeah.
ties it in nicely. I mean, it doesn't. I wasn't like, oh my god.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think literally my reaction was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and her reasoning though was kind of like, the superpowers when they're bad, I'm gonna blow them up. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's okay.
yeah. She does deliver a very terrible line in about
course she does.
hour 51. So like Jason Statham is like making his way like through the plane. She sees it on the camera and she's like,
No, stop him. Do not let him get off this plane.
I just thought of that girl from Breaking 2.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still love you,
Yeah.
Ozone.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, this is fucking terrible.
What has she been in, Charlize Theron? Like anything good?
She's been
She's
in a lot.
Oh my God, 3 bedrooms. You know what that means. Babies.
So when Jason Statham is, trying to bust out of the plane, I'm pretty sure like when he's interacting with the baby, I'm pretty sure we see a fake baby arm at an hour 52. Because he's
I
like,
hope
yo,
so.
good. And he's like,
I hope it's
Hercules.
like a plastic.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah. Oh, that gives him the finger. Baby, I've tossed my plane.
Last thing I'll bring up is the very end. First of all, it's very weird seeing them in New York City. Because in all the movies,
Oh, yeah.
in all the
yeah.
other movies, they've been in L.A.
Right.
Yeah.
So the movie ends with them like all having like a grill out like on a New York rooftop.
Yeah.
This felt weird. But how do you guys feel about the fact that Vin Diesel's kid is named Brian?
Brian.
I was fine with it.
So the question I had was, I was expecting, and I think it might have been better if they named the kid Paul.
That would have been better.
Yeah,
that would
because like in the Fast and Furious universe, Brian is still alive.
yeah.
So
Right.
why would you name your kid after your friend who's still alive?
Didn't they name their kid after Dom?
Oh, that's right.
Did
No,
they?
no, it was
no, it was
that one dude.
Vince's kid.
Yeah, Vince's kid. Remember
Oh,
Nico?
yeah.
yeah, Nico.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Paul would have been a way better.
Yeah, I thought that would have been kind of
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
better. Yeah. Yeah. Now that we have talked about Fate of the Furious, the 8th movie in the series, Bram, do you recommend this movie?
I think I do recommend it. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but it was good. It was good.
Brian, do you recommend Fate of the Furious?
Yeah. Yes. Definitely, yeah. Not one of my favorites, but it's up there.
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably top 3 or 4.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I love everything about this movie except for Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
They could have found
It just-
somebody
and that's
so
like-
much better.
And again, I realize it might just be the hair.
Yeah.
'Cause it's the exact same hair that Angelina
Yeah.
Jolie had
Yeah,
in
Gone
Gone
in 60
Seconds.
Seconds.
It didn't look good in 2000. Doesn't look good now.
How about that drink?
Yeah, how about that drink?
That's a good parting question. Who do you want to be the villain in the next movie?
Ooh, that's
Who do you want it to be, or do you think it's going to be?
No, or both.
Because it's going to be her again. Because she got away.
I hope not. I really
I hope not also, but
I could see her being in the movie, but not necessarily being the main villain.
Or maybe like she's caught in like the first 15 minutes.
no.
Yeah, I hope
no.
so. And then the rest of the movie is just driving
Or
around
I
in
bet
cars.
you like halfway they'll have her team up, like with the other bad guy, not
yeah.
with the team.
I was gonna say like not another.
No, I can see that happening too. Though.
Yeah. Like maybe she's like I gotta figure out a way, and like somebody from the past like comes and is like I'll help you get him. You know, yeah, Jim Belushi. You know what I'm saying? No. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's get the Blues Brothers.
There was
Are there who's like a carpet? Jay Leno. That's the next villain.
you guys ever
There's some headlines here, but salami.
yeah. You ever see Constantine with Keanu Reeves?
No.
Okay.
Oh, what about Al Pacino?
He's getting old, dude.
Yeah.
He is.
You play like a vampire guy to Dracula. All right.
I think that'll do it for this time. Until next time.
Good journey.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the podcast. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And even better yet, tell a friend.